So I found something interesting here. I thought I'd give you a look. As an Australian galah. It's just sitting down here beside this tree. We'll have a look at it. Look. I don't know whether it's a galah or a wombat. We've got Josie, Eileen, Annika. Today we've come out to the lake. Just give you a bit of a look out here, how dry it's getting. It's actually surprising how dry it is. This end here is completely dry. Last season I had the kayak in here and that was full of water. I do know there is a bit of a deep channel up around the bend there. But just for today, we've got 4 traps, 1 trap each. I reckon we're just going to set them along here. There's a bit of a deep channel that runs underneath this footbridge. The girls can get 1 each. Do you want to take 1, Annika? Pick a spot. And I'll throw a couple in. We might throw a line in and see how we go. So the girls are going out off the bridge. I reckon I'm going to set one just here. Looks reasonably deep. And that's deep enough. It's probably 1.5 foot, 2 foot. Put it in your lucky spot. How deep is it there? Oh, it's deep enough. We might just tie that on, Annika. So Josie's come down to this end of the bridge. Haven't spread them out very far. Annika's trap's literally only about 7 metres down there. Put it wherever you want, Jose. This is where she wants it. And it's not very deep. The trap's only just below the surface there, but I reckon probably won't need to be very deep. It's only just starting to warm up, so they're probably in the shallow water. I'll just make sure that's tied on properly. Ooh, they're shaking this bloody bridge. And what I'm nearly thinking with this last trap, we might come back here and have a bit of a look around some lines. We might take this last trap right up and around. You want to go for a walk right up around?
Yeah.
Come on then. So we've come right around the end to the end of the track. Just have a look around behind you there, Eileen. She's facing it this way because the sun's facing this way, or I'll be in the shadow. But when I was around here in the kayak last season, the water was right up to here. Like all the bottoms of these trees were in the water. Look how low it is now. It's a good metre down there or more. And I don't know whether you'll be able to notice, straight through here, Eileen, there's a little tree that's sort of bending on the other side of the bank there. This was all underwater. That little tree that's bending sideways, yeah. That's where I was sitting with the kayak. And I was getting about 5 yabbies on the line every pull. So what I might do is I'll go down here, we'll throw this trap, I'll try and get it in the middle of this hole, I reckon. I'll try and get it out. Well, that's pretty good actually. The trap's sitting well and truly under the water. Plenty of sticks and stuff here. I reckon we'll leave this one half an hour or so. We'll go back up here and have a muck around the line or two and check it out then.
Hold hands on it.
So that wind's definitely not going to be in our favour today. It's howling from across the other side of the lake. We're going to we've come around to this first campsite. This is the first campsite from the back area where we've got the trap set. We're going to spend half an hour here. The kids want to swim. I don't know why. It's probably about 15 degrees and blowing a bloody gale. I'll throw a line out here and just see how we go for a while. So just to give you an idea of how low the lake is at the moment, the water level is here. This is where it's normally full. The water's actually way down there.
I'm really short.
Josie's really short, and she's going to walk out there and just show you how shallow it is. It's still not even up to her knees. And it doesn't really get much deeper in the middle of this lake. Once she gets out to about there, it levels out and it's pretty well that level all the way across. So it won't be too long and this lake will be getting really dry. It's actually the first or second or third day of spring, just starting to warm up. Once the days get to about 40 degrees, this will just shrivel up and dry up really quickly unless we get some good rain. One good thing though, now all this sand's exposed, come out here with my metal detector and it's actually surprising what I find out of here. I've lost count of how many gold and silver rings and jewellery and coins I've found out of this place. And one of the oldest coins I've ever found in my life was just across the other side of this lake. I think it was like a 1790 or something silver sixpence or shilling. I'll have to dig it out one day and give you a look. So I'm pretty sure I got something on my rod here. I don't know whether it's a fish biting on it or a yabby. We've got the monkeys up the tree. Josie can't get up there. It's too cold and slippery. Don't fall in, Annika, it's not very deep there. I'm tangled up in the line. I'll get Annika to, I'll get Eileen to film for me.
No.
I wasn't getting much. Oh, that water's freezing.
No, it's not.
How the hell were you swimming in there? It's like ice.
No, it's not.
I had the meat just in shallow here and I was probably 10 or 15 minutes and wasn't getting anything at all. So I was throwing it out deep. So it's going to take a little bit to get in, but I'm pretty sure we've got something on here now. Unless it was a fish biting on it, which it could have been. It's a bit hard to tell because I've got a really big chunk of meat on there. I can't tell whether it's the yabby or not.
Ah!
Oh yes.
Yabby!
Yes.
Ah!
It's not a monster, but it's a good size. Hold on to that for us, Jose.
It's a clean
Give it a
one
look.
too.
So what I was doing,
Yeah.
I was throwing the meat right out.
Hey, yabby, yabby.
Right out there, and within 5 minutes I had a yabby.
It's clean. Have a look.
That is clean.
Oh yes, beauty. Got one for the pot.
Ah! You
Oh,
nearly-
look at that. Absolute bloody
It looks
beauty.
clean. Yay. One down.
So I'll go and get the bucket and we'll keep going this line. I might even throw a couple of lines out here.
Okay. For us
We only
too.
really want about 10 or 15, but we'll hopefully we'll get that out of the traps.
Okay.
So we've come right up around the back. That last trap's only just there, probably 5-6 metres. And I'm going to do a line up each for the girls. Me and Josie are going to share one because she doesn't want one by herself. I've just got literally just a bit of string with a big chunk of liver tied to it. I left the rod back up in the ute. And I think I'll make them pretty long because I think it's going to be fairly shallow here. So we'll try and get out towards the middle a little bit. I don't want to make it too long because it'll just tangle up. Eileen said there's a big fish up here. Can you see it?
Yeah, off the bank. It was so shallow. I could see the half of the tail.
Could you?
Yeah, from the fish.
Yeah, it'd be a big carp.
Huh?
Be a big carp up in the shallows there. I actually seen a couple on the way in. There's a big carp just there. I remember about 2 or 3 years ago when it really did get dry. The lake dried up that much that all there was just a fairly small puddle in the middle of the actual main lake. And it was unbelievable. There was literally like probably hundreds of thousands of fish. You would have had to have seen it to believe it. I'm thinking it'll probably happen again this year. So when it gets really low, I'll come out here and do a video and see if the same thing happens. I'm pretty sure there's got to be something having a go at that, how straight it is. Does it feel a bit heavy? It might have been just thrown out like that too. We've been down there mucking around looking for them fish. And they've been pretty quiet. I thought they'd be on by now. And I almost thought how concentrated they'd be. Like the water's normally way over here. I thought they'd be all nearly concentrated in this channel, but they're not really what I'd call going off just yet. You think you got something on there? She's all tangled up in a net. She's taking it slow, you don't want to miss it. There's probably only a bit of meat on the end of it. Oh, there was one on there.
Told ya.
You missed it.
You jinxed it.
Oh, you can't be doing that, you'll be going hungry.
Told you there was one.
That'd be one less tail for you.
You didn't believe?
Oh, I think they've got one on here. I don't know how successful they're going to be at catching it, but just keep going real slow and bring it into the net. No.
Yeah, look.
Oh, you got one. Oh yeah, he's a good size one too.
That's good.
Beauty.
He's nice and clean.
So there's another one on the board. Not massive, but big enough to eat for sure. Heaps bigger than bait size.
We'll leave it there.
No, I'll put it back in the...
So we're going to pull one trap each. It's a competition who does the best.
Okay.
This one.
So Eileen's going to go for the first one. Give me your dirty socks to hold.
It's not even dirty.
Now hopefully we get a few, or it's going to be another sad catch and cook. 2 yabbies. Pull it in quick. It's upside down.
It's light.
Yeah, I've seen one in there.
There's none.
Yeah.
So I was
Couple.
just showing my
3.
sad face.
She nearly lost them all on us.
Ah, there's 3.
Well, that's all right. 3. That gives us 5. We only need another 5. So you can tell it's nearly time to go and cook. Look at these pair. They're ripping through the forest. Hey, they can smell the barbecue going already. It's absolutely beautiful spot here. Check that out. Got a heap of spoonbills. And it sort of just shows you how deep it is. It was barely up to their ankles. So I'm guessing it's probably about 10 centimetres deep through there. So we're back up in the wind. You'll have to bear with us. Josie's going to check her trap. And it's barely in the water. You can see the top of the trap sticking out there. So up you come, Jose. What do you got in there? Oh, you got one.
Is that a yabby?
Yeah, one little tiny fella. Bring him up. So we got Annika. She can check her trap here. Hopefully she redeems us and gets us at least 1 or 2 monsters to put in the soup. I shouldn't give away too much what I'm cooking today. It's a bit of a surprise, a bit of a joke. Oh, loaded! You beauty, she did redeem us.
Can we put the shrimp?
Yes.
Can we put the shrimps in the tank?
Yeah, if you want, if you come and get them, you'll have to put some more water in that bucket.
They're gonna be dead.
You beauty,
What are you doing?
Annika.
Yay!
She shows a lot of emotion, doesn't she? Yeah, beauty, check that out.
Oh, that one has claws.
That's what we were after.
Wait, Dad,
We probably should have been sitting here with the line.
would that be, would that?
No, it won't hurt you. And there's a heap of shrimp in here too.
I'm scared. In the bucket.
We're going to try and keep the shrimp alive, take home, put in the fish tank.
I'm scared.
You're in the bucket.
So luckily Annika's redeemed us with that trap, or we would have been a pretty sad catch and cook again. But there was a half a dozen beauties in there.
I found this.
And I'm
at the
thinking
bin.
this one's maybe going to be the same. Hopefully. Yes.
Yay!
You beauty.
I found this at
Another
the bin.
half a dozen or so. No real monsters in them, but all reasonably good eating size. You wouldn't throw that back at any day of the week. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Another 8, so we got just enough. And this is what you got to be a little bit careful of out here. I'll get out and chase him down. It's a red belly black snake. And they're not very venomous red belly blacks, they're actually pretty quiet. And that's what you got to be a bit careful of in the long grass, because you can't see them at all. So we're going to start our cook up now, and it's inspired by Robbie's fishing. So I'm sure a lot of people on here will know Robbie. Go over and give him a mention, tell him that I'm copying his recipe. What we're going to be doing is cooking Yabby noodles. I seen one of Robbie's videos here probably a month or so ago, and he done some 2-minute noodle Yabby. So we're going to do some and try and improve on it, show him how it's done. So go over, give him a yell, tell him he's got to watch it. We'll come over here. Annika's into the Tim Tams. She's not sharing them either. Have a look at our Yabbies. We ended up getting some bloody beauties, and we got enough for a feed there, luckily.
1,
Luckily we only got just enough for a feed, and it was Annika that got them for us, so we'll have to thank her, and she gets an extra one. So what I'm going to do first, I've got this neat little pot here now. Eileen got it for me the other day. I've got some water boiling in here. I'm going to bring that up to the boil. We're going to blanch our yabbies so they're easy to peel. And I'm going to chop up some of these veggies. We've got cabbage, spring onion, we've got some broccoli, snow peas, and we've got some peas in here that we've shelled that come out of the sugar snap peas. And we went shopping for these this morning. What we'll do, we'll shoot across while this water's boiling and show you where we went shopping for these. So it's actually early morning. We haven't actually been out yet. I'm just going to shoot back to this, show you where we do our shopping. We've got Eileen here checking the shelves. What have we got on today, Eileen?
Beans.
Beans.
What sort of beans?
Have a
is
go at
this?
these beans. There's literally millions of them on here. They're absolutely everywhere.
How much?
And what we want today is, Eileen, is some baby ones if you got some. Yeah, even smaller than that, I reckon.
Smaller than that.
If you can find some small ones. These are actually sugar snap, and that big vine over there is, what is that one?
Snow peas.
Snow peas. And the vines were twice the size of that. I got the little worm pit over here, and she's actually thinned them beans out because they were getting too thick.
How about this one?
Yeah, I guess we'll get some spring onions as well.
That's enough?
They're going all right. Go right down to the base with them.
That's enough?
Yeah, we'll get 2 stalks of spring onion.
Okay. One.
She's got some strawberries here. They're all just starting to come on. There's a whole heap up under there, so another month or so we'll have the heap of strawberries.
Like this one because it's
She's
already
got,
nearly in the brown.
what do you got here? Just a baby spinach. She's been picking a lot off them. They just keep shooting back.
Okay.
Got a heap of beetroot coming up there.
So that.
So what else do we want today? I reckon we'll come over here. I reckon we'll pick, this broccoli has been picked to the
That one?
crap house really, but what it does, it keeps shooting back. It's a variety that keeps shooting little sprigs off, and you just keep picking the little sprigs. That one there's gone to seed, it's too far gone. What we might do, Eileen, we'll just pick some of these nice little stalks here, and we'll just go around and pick a heap of them off. That one there's probably still alright actually.
Hi guys.
Here.
Ew, it smells like onion.
So we got all our broccoli. Josie's been putting them in our shopping bag. These nettles here, they're a weed, but they're actually edible too. They will sting you. They've got stingers on them, but when you cook them, the stingers fall off. And they're one of the most absolute nutritious plants on earth. But they sting you.
Did you just get stinged?
Normally.
What are you doing? You're into it before I can film you.
No, I took the ones that you already harvested. I get rid of all these.
Oh, do you? Oh, I picked one yesterday or the day before for Ludi, and I left the bottom on there. So we'll just pick a nice little cabbage, I reckon. Yeah, I reckon that one there.
Okay.
We've still got a few in the shopping cart here for later. And this is my worm bed. What I might actually do is have a look. Yeah, look, straight up. See? Good fishing bait.
Yeah, they're dead.
There's actually a heap in there. Look at them. Look how they've eaten that carrot.
Let me see.
Yeah, there's heaps.
Watering them.
Look.
Have you?
And that's, I actually used the dirt out of this garden for the other gardens. I'll just cover that back up.
Look, there's one there.
Pull the top back over it, and they live in there nicely. Show them the cabbage. So you don't get much fresher than that. So you've seen how we got all our ingredients for this dish that we're making today. We'll head back out the lake and keep cooking. So I'll give you a look at this little pot that I got. It's not the easiest little bloody camp table to cook at because this chair's right up your butt. And you're sort of right up next to it. But anyway, how neat's this little pot? And I reckon they're blanched enough. I don't want to overdo it because I'm nearly out of gas. I've only got like a half a tin or a quarter of a tin in here and a quarter of a tin there, and I've still got a bit of boiling and cooking to do yet. So we'll switch them off, and I'll just give you a look at this. Take the lid off. How easy is this?
Yay.
The whole strainer thing just lifts out of it.
That's cool.
And they're cooked enough. They're only just starting to turn red. They should be easy enough to peel. So what I'll do is I'll get these peeled and we'll come back. And I'm going to be reasonably quick because we're running out of gas quick. So I'm just going to put a little bit of olive oil on there. I've got this pan fairly hot, like hopefully really hot. And what I've done, I've kept the big nippers. Can you see them there? I've kept the bigger nippers and I'll just leave them on this hot pan. Let them cook away, because we'll probably do them separate. So I've got this pan really hot. I've got our tail meat all prepped and ready to go. Oh yes, beautiful. That's what I'm after. And they won't need much. What I'll do, smash a bit of seasoning on them. Bit of garlic. Stir them around. We'll only give them a couple of minutes.
It's windy.
Oh, that wind's starting to blow up again too, so hopefully it's not too bad in the camera. I'll put a little wind block up here because it's blowing our heat away and I can't afford to lose any heat. Anyway, they're cracking along. They generally only take a few minutes anyway. But what we're going to do, now them tails are all just about starting to shrivel up nice and round, we'll put these veggies on to start getting them cooked a bit. We'll go with the broccoli, snow peas and cabbage. And that cabbage we chopped up really finely because they'll still have a bit of cooking yet. And I think I'll leave the peas and we'll put them in with the noodles. So we're going to have the boss here is going to show us how she makes the noodles because she's the gun noodle maker. I'm not a big fan of noodles. I don't really eat noodles generally, but I don't mind them ones. What are they called? Meagre ring.
Soy and mild spice.
Soy and mild spice. They're actually pretty bloody nice.
Okay.
So what she normally does,
just put the
you get a 2-pack seasoning with these noodles. The old noodles that I had when I was a kid were just beef noodles and you just got a packet of powder you just put in with them. But
that's what I do.
These ones you get a soy sauce and a seasoning oil type stuff.
There's chili if you want,
and spicy chili and another spice mix as well. So there's actually 4 different spices that go into it. And the way she does it is she squeezes all the stuff into the bowl first.
Yes, that's how you're meant to do it.
Which, yeah, when I was a kid I just whacked some boiling water in a bloody saucepan and threw everything in together and that was the noodles.
Alright.
Our noodles, how's our water go? Our water's fairly well boiling. Do you want to put them noodles in now? Just because I'm worried that we're going to run out of gas. And what she does, she breaks the noodles up a bit before she puts them in. And I'm thinking that'll help them cook a bit quicker too.
Yeah.
So we'll get them in.
You want the peas in or no?
Yeah, well, and I've saved them peas that we shelled. They're sugar snap peas that Eileen and Annika has been shelling them once they get a bit big, and they're bloody nice. But we'll put them in there with the noodles so they cook a bit.
There you go.
Just like that. We'll whack the lid back on so they get boiling. Over here, hiding under here, is I've got our vegetables that are pretty well cooked. They're not really overdone. Our yabbies and our nippers. So back to the job at hand. I've missed out on half of it. We put the spice mix in there, did we?
Yeah.
So there's the spice mix. That's the powdered one.
Yeah, but it's for the kids, so I didn't put chili. This one is a bit, there's chili flakes on it.
That one there we've got chili in. This one here is without chili.
Yep. So that's it.
So that's it. That's all she wrote. And we do have a rod in here, and the girls actually have got a yabby.
I've got 2.
Oh, you got 2, have you?
Yeah, the first one I
We got a couple of good yabbies in there. But lucky for them 2 yabbies, I'm out of gas, so they'll probably end up getting let go when we leave. So what I've done, our noodles are ready. She's just going to mix them in the bowl with the seasoning. And what I've done, I've actually put these back on since we've still got a bit of gas left, just to char them tails up a bit more, because we like them really charred up. And the wind was absolutely bloody good, wasn't blowing at all, and as soon as I put that back on there it started blowing its bloody butt off again. So we're just going about 50-50 with the noodles. We're going to share a plate each. So Eileen's got our spicy one there, and then once you put the noodles in, and these mee goreng noodles, you actually have them a little bit drier. You don't have the soup in them like you do with the beef and chicken noodles.
You know what we call them in the Philippines?
What?
Pancit canton.
Pancit canton. Mee goreng pancit canton.
I don't like them dry.
That's why I have super
Rightio, so now they're all mixed up. We'll put some veggies in there. Do you want to put the veggies on the side a bit?
Yeah.
I don't want any veggies.
Yeah, you got to.
And I can eat the veggies.
You want me to put in this now? Lettuce.
No, after.
Side out there on the side.
Now for the yabbies, that's what the girls get. They can have 3. There you go.
Okay.
And what I did actually have at home was a boiled egg.
Oh yeah,
each.
you forgot
And I was
about
going to
it.
quarter up a boiled egg and put in there. And the eggs actually come from my auntie's chicken, so it would have been a completely, nearly homegrown and caught meal, apart from the noodles. Now that'll do. There's 2 little yabbies left on there.
Okay.
Be careful because
Good
they'll be hot. Look at them little yabbies.
Poor things. Did I put this now so I can have
Yeah.
spring onion?
I don't.
So Eileen's just finishing it off now.
Okay, do you want
Bit of
one?
spring onion on there. I like a bit of spring onion on top because it just gives it a bit of freshness. And we'll leave these nippers on here and we'll snack on the nippers after we finish. I might even leave that going a bit and put a bit of water on there to steam it up. So he's going to have a crack at it. There you go, Josie. Be careful, it'll be hot. So Josie's got a big tail and a heap of noodles around the outside.
One veggie.
And 1 veggie.
Try some, so I can separate
What
some
do you
for
reckon?
Rosie.
You reckon it's as good as Robbie's noodles?
How many times do I review?
You didn't see Robbie's video.
Do you wanna try?
Anika's gonna have a go.
Yummy?
She'll like it.
Yummy?
That's
Is it good?
she'll like it because that's her 2 favourite foods: yabby and noodle mixed together.
She used to
She'll
get
want-
hype on noodles.
She'll want it all the time now.
Yeah, you can have some
There we
too.
go.
No, for you.
I was gonna show them before we mixed it all up.
Oh, I'm not gonna mix it.
So there's our feed. Have a go at it.
Okay. Yeah,
There you go, Robbie. That's how you cook
I'll-
noodles.
I'll give you a plate full.
Robbie.
Yeah,
Are you friends with Robbie now?
Yeah.
this is how you eat it.
So she's got a mouthful here for me. Look. Look at what she's got.
Come on,
Ready?
ready? Chunk everything in it.
Mmm. Mmm.
Yeah, put yours in here so that you have.
Mmm.
Remember, you wanted soup. You wanted soupy.
That is delicious. Mm-mm.
Put some on there.
Mm.
Soupy. Let's put you soupy on.
That
the
is
top.
bloody nice. Thanks, Robbie, for that idea. We might even do that again.
Ew.
We missed your mouthful. You'll have to have another one.
Another one. I think just use them. That spring onion is nice on the.
We got spoons there for the Filipinos. Arte.
We're using
fishing
the
all the
fork.
yabbies out there, Arte.
Do you want me to a big mouthful?
Yeah.
Ready?
Take a bite of broccoli too, so you get it all.
Yum.
What do you reckon? You don't like it? I'll have it.
Ah.
It must be alright. Either it's alright or they're hungry, one of the two. What are the peas like?
What's yum?
This actually smells like it's burning here. I've got this frying away. I was going to put water on it and forgot about it. I'll have to get a bit of water and throw on there. And we might crack this big nipper open and give you a look inside it before we go. What we might do is sit down and eat this first. We'll get another mouthful. Do you want to get me another mouthful? I've got my hands full here.
Yeah, right.
I'm trying to do 10 things at
right.
once.
You just want to be
Hey?
fed.
Yeah. Hey, I'd spend all that time catching them yabbies.
You're too spoiled.
Cooking them noodles.
It's you know, the spice is actually nice. The bite,
Yeah.
ready?
Look at the bite she's got there for me. Hey, is
Come
that much better than that or
Everything's
what?
in there. Ready?
Ready?
Mm-hmm. Yum.
Mmm. Lovely.
I'll be jealous. Okay.
I can just hear everyone now
I'll have
calling me a pig.
Yum.
Oh, that was bloody delicious. I can't believe how nice that was. Look, all gone.
Who ate all the food?
Where's mine?
Now we can see if we can crack one of these claws open and have a look inside. Just wanted to show you, but I didn't bring any pliers or anything to crack them with. Oh, and they're pretty bloody hard. And still a bit hot. Oh, look at that.
We can have it.
Do you still
Perfect.
I'll have the other big claw. I'll have that one.
What I like to do, I probably should have done it first. Ah, there we go.
Juicy.
Look at that, perfect. Do you want this one, Josh? You want to try it?
I'll have the other claw and break it.
I love them claws.
Next to
Oh, I forgot to pull this.
two of your mouth closed.
Wow.
All I can hear is my
Here,
in
Josh.
my ears just
Here.
don't do that.
So what we're going to do before we go, we're going to have a yabby race. The girls got a yabby each. Annika's is slightly bigger, so he knows who's who. Ready? And what we're going to, how we're doing this race, we're drawing a circle on the cement with charcoal, and a little circle in the middle. That's where they start. And who's going to set them off? You're going to lift it up.
And go.
Ready, go.
They're fighting.
The first one to the outside wins. Oh,
That's
too
Ates.
busy.
That's Josie's.
they're too busy fighting.
It's got the thing. Can you separate them first?
First one to reach the line.
Poor Yabby.
They'll get away from each other. They like having a Zumo wrestle. Go! They're gonna, it's gonna be a tie. Oh no. Oh, Josie.
Josie's right.
Just, rightio. What we might do,
What?
we might do it fairly this time.
Okay.
What I'm gonna do, I'll put them in the circle, but I'll have them separated so they're
Okay.
not trying to fight each other.
Yeah. Okay.
Ready? And I'll face them back to back so hopefully they won't see each other. Ready? Go.
Come on.
Why is it walking backwards?
That's what they do.
Oh.
Oh, and
Adi?
Why is mine like that? Mine
Oh.
is just like,
Annika's one. Oh yeah, that's one each.
Yay,
So
one
this-
each. Okay, one each.
That's one each. It's best out of
Okay.
three.
Three? Yeah, okay.
You want to get moving, little fella? Ready? You just want to say any words of wisdom to your yabbies? Tell them how to win.
Whisper. Ate whisper.
You got to whisper them something? Say, win, you little bastard, I'll eat you.
you little bastard, I'll eat you.
Ready? And I'll face them opposite ways this time. I think Annika's was that way last time, so we'll put Annika's that way.
Okay.
And Josie's that way. And we'll go 1, 2, 3, go.
Mine did a front flip.
Yeah, he's not going to move at all. Oh,
Go. Go. go, 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 go.
No, he's just interested in fighting.
No.
No, Josie's won it. Now he's walking forward, look.
Josie's won.
Josie won.
Josie won.
Now
Okay,
let's do a fight.
1-0. 1-0.
What do you want a whole series of it? Nah, it's
One more.
best of-
Tiebreaker.
best of
Tiebreaker.
three.
Let's do a fight. Let's do a fight. Let's do a fight.
Okay. So who won?
Do a
Ate?
Zuma. Do a Zuma.
Oh, I think it was a tie.
Okay.
Rightio, we might leave it there. Eileen reckons she won
Let's
now.
fight. In the middle.
We might leave the video there. We'll muck around here and pack all this up.
Wins.
If you liked the video, hit the subscribe button. If you didn't, hit it anyway. We'll catch you on the next one.
My little